Brown County, Indiana. You might have heard of it, but wondered what all the talk was about. For starters, it's a lot like Gatlinburg, Tennessee, with its high-up, scenic places. This is the part of Indiana that the glaciers completely forgot. There are quaint places to shop, where you can buy artsy things for the house. Restaurants. Places to get fudge. Elephant ears. And yes, you can score a custom t-shirt. But there are also 4 museums. A place to catch a play, or one of your favorite musical groups. There are places to stay, places to ride horses, or pony rides for the kids. There are also beautiful trails, and lakes to sit beside and forget everything that was bothering you before you came. There are lookout towers, a nature center, places in the country to grab lunch or stay in a haunted room, a place to see the Hoosier version of Stonehenge. Try your luck at finding Bigfoot, or travel back in time with a covered bridge. This is Brown County, Indiana, a lot like Gatlinburg, but a whole lot closer. Cutting to the chase, Brown County is most popular for watching leaves turn colors in the fall. People will get a place to stay, such as at one of the lodges, or a cabin rental. They'll spend the daytime driving around or hiking to view the amazing colors. Be advised, fall is one of the busiest times, with hotel reservations booked way in advance. But fall is not the only time to visit, and going during the other seasons leads to a less busy experience. Just know that Saturdays and Sundays are always the busiest, unless the weather is especially bad. Some people come to Brown County just to eat at one of their many restaurants, like the Hobnob. For me, Brown County has always been about the pizza. And yes, they have gluten-free options, such as this one. But as you shop up and down Main Street, there are all kinds of temptations. And they are just as wonderful as you'd imagine. You can venture out to Story, Indiana, to the Story Inn, to get a bite to eat at the tavern. If you're really brave, you can stay all night in one of the rooms upstairs. Be aware, they are certifiably haunted. I know people that have left in the middle of the night. While most everyone will visit Brown County State Park, others prefer to find less traveled trails, such as here at Elkinsville. The town was abandoned when land was bought to build a reservoir. Just know, the roads here are about as bad as they can get. Drive slowly. Many people like to hike Browning Mountain, one of the highest peaks in Brown County. It's a little steep, but if you're up to it, it's a great hike, and has a great story behind it. As folklore goes, this is the Hoosier version of Stonehenge, and these huge, seemingly quarried stones were here in the 1700s when the first settlers came to Brown County. Some will tell you that this type of limestone is not native to the area, and came from as many as 30 miles away. It's been a matter of debate since described in the 1800s Geological Survey of Indiana. Yellowwood is a great place to get lost if you're not a local. It's here in the surrounding area that people have reported Bigfoot sightings. Some of them have reported unusual howls in the night, while others claim to have had direct encounters. Also strange, extremely large stones have been found in the tops of trees here, adding to the mystery of this place. To the north is the Bean Blossom Covered Bridge. It was built in 1880 and has been a favorite place to take a photograph or draw this majestic old bridge. Be advised, the road from the south is extremely steep and very hazardous. It is not recommended. Instead, come from the north. In front of Brown County State Park is another covered bridge. Built in 1838, it's the only double-lane covered bridge in the state and the oldest. But before we venture in and explore, let's talk about a few other attractions. Around 1908, professional artists came to Brown County and set up studios. One of those studios was here. Renowned artist T.C. Steele both painted at his studio and gave lessons to others. Inside photography is not allowed. Brown County is also big on the other arts, with the Brown County Playhouse hosting many fine productions throughout the year. For decades, the Little Nashville Opry was the premier live music venue, but is no longer in business. Today, the Brown County Music Center has filled that void in a big way. It's a large facility and hosts some very big-name acts. Check their website for events. Brown County has been a center for traditional bluegrass music. In fact, the Bill Monroe Bluegrass Festival is held here each year. There is also a bluegrass museum north of town on 135. And speaking of museums, there's a pioneer village in the center of downtown Nashville. In the summer and early fall, the village is open for tours and pioneer demonstrations. Going north of the village is the Brown County History Center. You'll find a one-room schoolhouse, and another museum. Inside the museum is a cabin, and by pushing a button, a narrator describes all the items in the room. For a fact, there's a certain romance about the pioneer life. But running water, air conditioning, and electricity are all pretty great too. And speaking of such, modern restrooms are available at the museum. While antique shopping and flea markets along 46 are very popular, the most popular thing in Brown County is Brown County State Park. Opened in 1929, it is 15,815 acres. It is absolutely humongous. It has 70 miles of horse trails, 21 miles of hiking-only trails, and 37 miles for mountain bikes and additional hiking. It is pretty sizable. You'll find lookout towers that look like something from the Northwest. And they have amazing views. There's actually lots of places to pull off and get a wonderful landscape that stretches for miles. And if your legs can handle it, there's a very tall fire tower for an excellent high-up view. There's a nature center where you can learn about many creatures that call Brown County home. Unlike Gatlinburg, you won't likely see a single black bear. Indiana has had very few bear sightings in the last decade. But what you can see is an awesome beehive from the safety of an observation area inside the Nature Center. To me, this has always been fascinating. During the summer and fall, you can rent a horse and go for a trail ride. Also popular are the pony rides for smaller children. Ogle Lake is 17 acres, has a hiking trail that goes around it, and picnic tables. There's also Straw Lake. While it's only 7 acres, it stands on its own. It has a beautiful waterfall. And a pleasant boardwalk to the lake. Many people stay at the A. Martin Lodge or just go there to eat at the buffet, which is very good. Brown County State Park is always a great time for people that love the outdoors. But certainly, there's really not a bad time to visit Brown County. Even in the colder months, the shops and restaurants are nice and cozy. And around Christmas, the town is beautifully decorated for the season. And everywhere you go, the smell of chocolate and other delicacies float in the air. This is Brown County, Indiana. A lot like Gatlinburg, but a whole lot closer. Thank you for watching this episode of Adventures with Roger. This channel is a labor of love to provide Indiana travel ideas and bring back good memories. If this channel has helped you or blessed you with its content, buy me a coffee by clicking the coffee icon in the description section. Without viewer support, this channel would not exist.